Thank you for helping me down the rocky steps. The stones were damp from the sea mist, slick beneath my shoes, and for a brief moment I felt the earth shift under my feet. No problem, you said gently, steadying me with a warm hand. Your grip was calm, reassuring like you had done this 100 times before. You paused, smiling, and reached up. Let me fix your hair real quick. I laughed softly as your fingers brushed away the strands the wind had tangled. The sea breeze was playful today, teasing us both. There you go, you said. Thanks, I replied, feeling strangely grateful for such a small, tender moment. Soft music drifted into the air as we stepped onto the road ahead. The road was beautiful more than I expected. It curved gently along the coastline, hugging the cliffs like a quiet secret. On one side, wild grass swayed in shades of green and gold. On the other, the ocean stretched endlessly, its surface shimmering under the afternoon sun. Each step felt like we were walking into a painting. This road is beautiful, I said, slowing down just to take it all in. You glanced at the map, then back at the horizon. Are we on the right track? We are, you replied with confidence, pointing ahead. See this spot right here? It says there's an old lighthouse nearby. I squinted, shielding my eyes from the sun, and then I saw it. A tall, weathered silhouette standing proudly against the sky. Oh, I see it now, I whispered. A smile spread across your face. Great find. I couldn't believe we were finally here. After all the planning, the long journey, and the near misses along the way, the lighthouse stood before us like a reward for our patience. As we climbed higher, the sea breeze grew stronger, wrapping around us with the scent of salt and freedom. It rushed through my hair and filled my lungs, making me feel lighter like all my worries had been left somewhere far behind. Down near the rocks, a dolphin surfaced briefly, leaping through the waves before disappearing again. Goodbye, Flipper, I called out playfully. Thank you for the wonderful time. You laughed. Looks like he came to welcome us. When we finally reached the top, we stood in silence for a moment. The lighthouse was old and worn, its paint peeling, its stones marked by time and storms. Yet it felt alive, like it had stories to tell. We did it, he said softly. I nodded, feeling a quiet sense of victory. Not loud, not dramatic, just peaceful. As we made our way down toward the shore, the tide had pulled back, revealing a lively world beneath. Tiny crabs scattered across the wet sand, their shells catching the light as they hurried into small crevices. Look at all these crabs, I said, crouching down. Tonight we feast, you joked, raising an imaginary fork. I laughed. This is amazing. Music returned, gentle and warm, as the sun began its slow descent. We searched carefully along the rocks, choosing only what we needed, respecting the rhythm of the sea. I think this one is perfect, I said, holding up a shell. Nearby, the air filled with a rich, mouth-watering aroma as the fire crackled softly. Smells amazing over here, I called out. You turned, holding something proudly. Did you get the big one? Yes, I said with a grin. I saved it just for you. The flames danced as the food cooked, glowing orange and gold. The sound of sizzling mixed with the distant crash of waves, creating a simple but perfect harmony. Music played again, soft, nostalgic, like a memory being formed in real time. Our dog, Bonetti, trotted over, nose twitching eagerly. Bonetti, you too, you said with a laugh. He snorted happily, tail wagging so hard his whole body shook. Who's a good dog? I asked, kneeling down. Come here, buddy. He ran in circles, impossibly fast, kicking up sand before finally stopping at my feet. I laughed, scratching behind his ears. Look at that tail wag, I said. You're so fast. As the day faded, the sky transformed. The sun dipped low, painting everything in shades of pink, orange, and deep violet. Clouds stretched like soft brushstrokes across the horizon. This is the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen, I whispered. You stood beside me, quiet for a moment. What an amazing day. It really is, I replied. I'm so happy we spent it together. Music swelled gently as the last light disappeared beyond the sea. The temperature dropped quickly once night arrived. The warmth of the fire faded, replaced by a sharp, biting cold. "The weather is so cold," I said, pulling my jacket tighter. We made our way back to the old house near the shore, a small, forgotten place that had clearly seen better days. The wooden boards creaked, and the roof sagged slightly. "This house is in quite a lot of disrepair," he sighed, pushing the door open. Inside, dust danced in the faint moonlight. Cracks lined the walls, and the furniture looked tired, like it hadn't been touched in years. "Bon needs quite a lot of repairs today," he muttered. Bonetti snorted again, as if agreeing. Music hummed quietly as we set to work. You gathered wood for the fire while I cleared away cobwebs and old debris. Every small action felt meaningful, like we were breathing life back into the space. Heat, you murmured, coaxing the flames until they finally caught. The fire crackled warmly, and Bonetti curled up nearby, adding his own comforting presence. "Bon helped," I said softly, smiling at him. "He really did," you replied. Slowly, the house began to feel warmer, not just from the fire, but from us. From shared effort. From quiet companionship. "I'll do some cleaning now," I said, rolling up my sleeves. As I swept the floor and wiped the windows, the house changed. Not dramatically, but enough. Enough to feel like a home, even if just for the night. Outside, the ocean continued its endless song. Inside, the fire glowed steadily. Bonetti slept peacefully, and the day settled gently into memory. And in that moment, surrounded by warmth, silence, and shared peace, it felt like we were exactly where we were meant to be.